Right, how's it going, guys? Obviously, look, I've been doing these streams just like as a journal, pretty much before I go to bed every single night. Um, so I'm just gonna go start on Bitcoin, and then we'll take a look at Link. So on Bitcoin, we had like a huge rally, and obviously, like we topped out beginning of the month, and then like this is kind of just all the monthly price action that's been happening, and pretty much every week we've seen a lower low. This week we kind of got equal lows. On the daily, that's how it looks. On the weekly, obviously we haven't got a close yet, but I mean the bottoms on the weekly are pretty much the same. That one was lower, right? So that kind of almost tells you that we kind of reaching the end of this pullback. Yeah, so obviously I got into the bottom yesterday, and this morning's pullback shook me out quite a bit. I've closed that position. I then got into a short, which was a pretty decent short. Closed that break even. Got back into a long. Hardly saw any volume. Closed out about halfway of this candle. Yeah, so I mean it's been a bit of a chop. I haven't lost much though, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, let's get into like how I'm marking out my levels and how I want to trade it. So on the 6 hour, basically all I did was I marked out these blocks. So there's this one over here, and you'll see a little bit later why it's not precise. It's just so that I get other levels in it as well. And then there's the 6 hour block at the bottom. And what I'm looking at doing is getting in at this block, and then hoping that we kind of take this out, take out the downward trend, and then like retest into this 6 hour order block, flips, and short term looking at like 34k. So let's see how that turns out on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, got an ugly test through. Didn't even take most of those stops. By now most people probably have moved stuff down to here, but I mean this is like the most obvious area, and I would bet quite a bit of bucks that there is super amount of stops between this area, depending on how high the guys have got into their short position. Yeah, so on the hourly you kind of do see that this is going to happen, and then what I'll be looking for, sorry, let me just get rid of all of these because it's just like myself working out some probabilities. Right, so obviously what I'd like to see is that obviously price comes into this zone, bounces back up, fails to take out the highs again, makes a lower, and then probably bounces here on the pullback, gets rejected back in here now, and then we come back down to this level. Obviously that's what I'm hoping for. There's quite a lot of bit of volume coming in, and if you look at the heat map, the bars are like way down here. This is on the 5 minute. Let's just take a look on the 30 minute. So on the 30 minutes, I'm looking at like this area over here, the 31,400 type of level. These have crossed over, so that's pretty cool. And that's on 30 minutes, so normally like a little bit of a pullback and then continuation. Like yeah, so here they changed, and you got this pullback, and then like this crazy dip off. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for in Bitcoin. I was thinking about taking the short, and then I kind of just thought to myself, you know what, um, being in a short position just underneath this block, you have you have that chance that it might take you out, and then come full down at the bottom. So yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin. I see there are a couple of viewers in there. Alright, then Link. Okay, so Link, I'm thinking about taking up this setup. So last night I nailed Link into this equal low. I took profits way too early. I think I took profits in this zone. And these marks were just here for the wait for the confirmation, so I did get in down here. Otherwise the next trade would have been up here, just waiting for that confirmation. And what I'm looking at now is quick scalp. I'm basically just wanna see these get taken out. Price comes into this level, and then I'm long to about here. So it's a nice fall. Or I'm not gonna go super crazy leverage. I'll just do it on Finex, where I got like 3.3, and all I want to do is just to obviously increase my my USD holdings so that I can buy quite a bit of spot as well, at the same level that I marked out here for Bitcoin. Yesterday on our Provoke fund, I think we changed all of our holdings into here, and the bot got long somewhere here, 31,300. I think there was about a 1% drawdown, and then like it was up to everybody where they wanted to close. I'm not sure anybody held to here. I think most guys closed out at the top here for a nice like 3% move. It did turn out being quite a bit more though. I mean, you could have gotten like a 4.7. But yeah, I mean, everyone is obviously a little bit cautious, and we still haven't got a new high. So, it's still pretty bearish until we get a new high. But like I said, what's awesome is that we've got equal lows, and we haven't had equal lows for quite a long time. There was an equal low, but price kind of just rallied down, so you got a lower low, which kept it bearish. And then on Link, I haven't actually done a level like on a daily basis, so let's just clear this all out. Yeah, so Link obviously still looking super bullish. It's made a new high a couple of days ago. There's still no lower low, and like I said, if this is toppy, because your last high there was quite a bit of volume and then it filtered down. If you don't see a bit of volume picking up here, like I said, I'll buy it down here, 13, 14. I don't think that we will get there. You'll probably have more of this level, like a 15.8. If there is a proper pullback. But we did speak about how it does this thing where it kind of like just chops out the stops. So if this is the low, for instance, we might see price rally a little bit more, and then kind of get this double top, and then as price kind of consolidates here, we'll see just that, and then continuation. But yeah, let's just quickly mark out some levels. So this is pretty much the top level. And this consolidation here would probably be the bottom level. So let's just get that in there. And you can see that once one price came in here, it did pump. Let's just make that green just so that we remember. Alright, so there you got link. What's awesome about marking out link is that it's a great hedge for when you do open quite a nice position size, and instead of wanting to close out a trade at a certain level, you rather just short something else. Um, and yeah, like I'm in it for this. This isn't really a breaker, but I like charting just this area here as like a new kind of demand, and I'll show you why, because once we get down onto like a 4 hour, it's been resistance, it's been support, and then it was in a little bit of an accumulation as well. So that's pretty cool. You will see price obviously come in here and do a bit of a bounce, and like I said, I am definitely gonna take a long in this area. You can actually just quickly get like a nice area. So the OTE is just above or just below in that second support. And if we go down onto the 15-minute, that's how I was able to get my long. So I know that I did mark out this area here, but I just think that if Bitcoin is a little bit more bullish, then I think we might just run these stops, and then like that, but not a new high, and then down. I'm not 100% sure though, so this will definitely be a scalp for when I'm watching. The level that needs to break is this one before I'm even interested. I'm not going to long this, especially like because we're at the top. And that's pretty much the rundown that I've got on the two positions that I'm. Shirav, sorry bro. You know what? I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna end this one and I'm gonna start a new one.